Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be discussing about the functions of RBI. So RBI stands for Reserve Bank of India and it is the central bank of our nation. For example, US Fed Reserve is the Central Bank of America, Bank of Japan is the Central Bank of Japan. Similarly, in India, we have RBI as our central bank. So RBI is headed by the governor of RBI and it falls under the Ministry of Finance. So now we'll be discussing the functions of RBI. So the first function of RBI is to issue currency notes and coins. So this is the power which is only given to the central bank of our country, which is RBI. No other bank in our country can produce or issue notes or coins. It is the sole authority and the power which is given to our central bank RBI. So there are two reasons for issuing notes and coins. The first reason is that the worn out currency needs to be replaced, and the second reason is new currency needs to be added into the current flow of money in the economy. So the second function that we'll be discussing of RBI is Banker's Bank. For example, whenever we need any money or we need to deposit our hard-earned money, what we do is we go to a bank and we either deposit our money or we take a loan. So this process goes on. So what happens if a bank runs short of money or a bank needs a loan or maybe needs to deposit some money? So a bank always goes to the central bank of the country. So there are many commercial banks in our country like ICICI, HDFC, Yes Bank, and the list goes on. These banks rely on the central bank, which is the RBI. So they usually deposit their money or they take loans from RBI. So the second function that we'll be discussing of the Central Bank of India, which is RBI, is lender of last resort. So what do we mean by lender of last resort? So let us take an example. For example, I am in a problematic situation and I need money, and all my savings are, I have considered all my saving and I'm falling still short of money. I'll go to my mother. She's also provided me with some money, and still the money that I need is not getting fulfilled, or that amount is not yet completed. So my last lender of resort would be my father, because he is the earning person in our family. My mother is a housewife, so we are all dependent on him. So he would be my lender of last resort. I'll go to him, tell him my problem, that in which problem I am and I want some money. So he'll be helping me out at the end. So he would be in this situation my last lender of resort. So similarly, all the commercial banks have RBI as their last lender of resort. So if they are in any problematic situation, means banks have any situation like they are running out of funds or they have any other problem in which they are falling short of their money, so they go to RBI and they tell their problem that this is my problem, and then RBI comes to their rescue as the lender of last resort. So that is actually the last thing that we do. So banks first will try, like for example, I am an ICICI bank, just giving an hypothetical example that I am ICICI bank and I am falling short of some money for something. Either I need to go give loan to my very big client or something like that, and I don't have sufficient money. So what will I do first is first check all the money that I have. Then what I can do is just ask my other commercial bank if there can be some arrangement done or something, and the last thing that would be left would be to reach out to RBI. So the next function that we'll be discussing of RBI is that it acts as the controller and the supervisor of all the commercial banks that we have in India and all the financial institutions as well. So what is the need of having a controller or a supervisor? So we don't need any supervisor or something. It's just that to handle the situation that there are no frauds, there are no unwanted situations coming up, like people indulging into black money or something. So for these reasons we are having RBI as the controller and the supervisor of commercial banks and the financial institutions. So the last function that we will be discussing of RBI is that it acts as a banker, an agent, and an advisor of central government. So RBI performs all the banking functions for the government of India, which can be receiving and spending money on behalf of government of India. RBI also advises our government on monetary and fiscal policies, and as an agent it helps the government to either sell out the bonds or by running borrowing program on behalf of our government. So these were some functions of our central bank, that is RBI, and I hope you understood these functions of RBI.